Hi everybody, it's Steffi here from effieandcards.blogspot.co.uk, and today I'm back with you to share project number 2 of the Happy Crafters design team that I'm part of this month. And what I've come up with today is this beautiful covered notebook. I've hand stamped my own DSP. I've used the ticket tear border punch here, and this ribbon is part of the celebration freebie ribbon. I used the blue one the other day. So you just open this up and it opens like this. We've got a little calendar tab here, and we've got a little pocket here that we're going to put a tag in on the one we do on camera, and then this just flips open to reveal this notebook. So the colours I've used for this is Smoky Slate and Blushing Bride with Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to show you what colours we're going to make it in today. We're going to make it in Island Indigo and Whisper White and also Early Espresso. So for the main wrap, this is Island Indigo card, and it needs to measure 8.5 by 7.5. Then what you want to do on the 7.5 inch side, you want to score it at 3, 3.25, 6.25 and 6.5. Then for the wrap for the notebook, I've got another piece of Island Indigo card here. And this measures 9 7/16 by 2 15/16. Sorry for the 16ths of an inches. It's just so it fits nicely in the middle between these score lines. Okay. So then what else you're going to need as well? You're going to need 2 pieces of Early Espresso card measuring 8.25 by 2 5/8. And these will lay one on here and also one on the front of the notebook cover. And then we're going to need, this is actually the shimmery white. I don't know how much of that it's picking up because my lighting's really bad here dear. The shimmery white, this measures 8 1/8 by 2 5/8, and you need 2 pieces of these because these are what we're going to hand stamp on. I've already done one to save time on camera, and that will just lay on top like that. And then for the inside, just put these to one side until we need them. For the inside, I have a piece of Early Espresso and one of these 2018 calendar tabs. And these, I got these at a right bargain price. I got them off a site in the UK here called Every Craft's a Pound. And I got a pack of 10 for 10 pence. 10 pence, can you believe it? It's just like, whoa, ridiculous. So I've cut this piece of Early Espresso card to 3 by 2 3/4, and I'm just going to lay that on here like that, and I'm going to use the ticket tear border punch to create a nice little edge there. We're going to do a little pocket as well on the bottom that's going to hold our little tag, and this measures 3.25 by 2.5, and then on 3 sides, the 2 short sides and 1 long side, you want to score it at 1/4 inch. We need a piece of scrap of Island Indigo, and then for the tag we need a piece of Early Espresso that measures 4 by 2, and then 2 pieces of the shimmery white that measures 3 7/8 by 1 7/8, and I'm just going to lay one on the front and then also one on the back. Okay. So I'm just going to pop all these little bits to one side until we need them, and we'll get cracking. The first thing we're going to do is bring in a bit of scrap paper here. I'm going to hand stamp the panel that we need. So that was our 8 1/8 by 2 5/8. Just take that sticky note off. And got my inks, Early Espresso and Island Indigo. And obviously this is the stamp set I'm still using, the Happiest of Days, and we're using this beautiful cake stamp today. So I'm just going to get my block and mount that up, just like that. I'm going to start with Island Indigo. I normally use my stamp cleaner, but I've just got some baby wipes on hand to clean my stamps. So you just want to ink that up, make sure it's all covered, and then I start half off the page on this side, and you just want to go down and do this all the way down. I'm just going to give it a wipe, and I'm going to come in with the early espresso so I know how much gap I've got to leave before I do the next one. I just find it easier. If you like to do it the other way, stamp all of the Island Indigo, then that is completely up to you. So then I'm just going to offset this like that and do it upside down, and just keep on going all the way down. Just like that. Clean your stamp, and then come back in with the Island Indigo and just stamp that down like that. I think that looks really nice. While I've got my inks out, I'll get rid of the Island Indigo because I'm finished with that one now. I'm going to come in with my little scrap piece of Island Indigo and using this Oh Happy Day stamp, I'm going to stamp that onto here with the early espresso. Make sure it's inked up nicely. Yeah. And I'm just going to stamp that about there, because I'm going to use a punch to punch this out for the decoration of our notebook. So we'll just pop that to one side, and that is our stamped piece done. And I just think that looks lovely. Quickly pop my stamps away and get this piece of scrap out of the way as well. So what we're going to come in with now is our wrap piece. So you just want to go ahead and fold and burnish these score lines. Just like that. Sometimes it's a bit fiddly, so I make sure I'm in shot. And then again with these two. And there is the basis of our wrap done. Now what I'm going to do before I do anything else is come in. This is our tear ticket punch, and I'm just going to punch along this side. So the trick to this, I don't know if you can, how well you can see it. See if I can put my light on. That's a bit better. You line your edge of your paper up with this line here. So just pop that in on that line and make sure it's flush up against the top, and then just punch. And then you move this along, ensure it's still straight, and you match these bits up here with the design on there, and that should ensure that we get a nice matching continuous line. Just keep on going all the way along. I haven't used this colour in a while, but I love the Island Indigo. It's such a beautiful colour. Oh, sorry for us wobbling my camera. Is that it? Oh, just one little bit left to do. Get rid of them bits, and we'll just put that back in. Still missed it. The joys of crafting live on camera. Right, there we go. So that we can pop this well, we can pop it to one side and we'll get our other piece that we're going to use with that as well. Just get rid of all this rubbish. And I will come in with the piece for our calendar. Now it's on the 3-inch side that we want to cut away the bit at the bottom with the punch. So just pop that in, again lined up with that same part, and then just lined up until it's done. And that bit's now done as well. Okay, love the effect that that has. Just move this rubbish to one side. Right, so that is going to sit in here like that. But what we'll do is we'll do the rest of it first. I want to cover this front piece. So what you need to do is take one of, make sure I've got the right piece. It's this one. Yeah, we need to take a piece of our stamped, hand stamped DSP. You can use Fuse if you like. I like to use Tombow because it gives me that little bit of wiggle room. A bit too much glue on there. And just mat this onto your early espresso piece. Just leaving a nice even border. Just like that. It's a bit off at the bottom, but it's okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to attach this onto here as well. It's a nice, quick and easy project, and it's just nice to give somebody that little something that's handmade. Then again, just line this up as best as you can. Trying to get it as even as you can all the way around, and then just flatten that down like that. It just looks so pretty. Oh, another bit I've almost forgotten to do is we need our stamps back out, and this flap here I'm going to stamp. To get my stamp set, I'm going to stamp this vine here, just going along the side, and I'm going to stamp that tone on tone and do it in Island Indigo. So as if I put my stamp block, now it's there. It's not quite big enough, but it'll be fine. So you just want to ink that up, and then just, doesn't have to be perfect. It just adds that little something extra, I think, to it. And then last one. And I forgot to put my paper back down, but that's okay. Just pop that to one side as well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our calendar on and our little pocket. So, like I said, these calendars, I forgot to mention, I did chop about an 1/8 off either side because they were just touching and I didn't want it like that. So just, again, Tombow, you can use Fast Fuse, anything you want. And I just want to sort of position that so it's got a bit of a border either side, just a bit like that. And then this we're going to just attach about there. Make sure that it's in the middle, and you don't want it right up to this score line because that will affect how it folds, and we don't want that. Next, for our pocket, go ahead and just fold and burnish these score lines. Titchy. like that. Then come in with our scissors and I'm just going to cut straight across like that, right up to the corner. Okay, so it just goes like that. And then again on this side, and I'm just going to miter slightly into these two sides. Just it'll stop us being able to see the edges when we fold it around. Okay, so I'm going to use some thin double-sided tape for this. You just want to run it down each side. I'm hoping the video is alright and that it's in shot okay for you. I'm using my new phone and it's taken a little bit getting used to. It seems to zoom in as soon as I press record, so I've got to try and judge it to make sure that when it zooms in you can still see what I'm doing. And then we'll just do this last side. Make sure that's pressed down with your bone folder. And then come in with our pokey tool and just take off the release paper. So what I want is I just want to fold these pieces over, and I just want this so it's got a nice little border. The bottom bit down first and then just fold them sides in and just press it down, and that is our little pocket. You can use this to put receipts in or you know anything like that. But before we do this as well, we might as well go ahead and do our tag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off our sticky. And I'm going to tag by red release paper. Glue one of these straight on. There should be just a nice little border going all the way around. Smooth that down. And come back in again with the ink. I keep on thinking I'm finished, don't I? And I'm not. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick that on here. I wonder if this one would actually fit. No, that one's too big. So we're just going to put a little cake in the middle of this tag. Come back in with our block. And then just stamp it where you want it. That looks okay to me. And I've got my 1/8 of an inch hole punch here. And I'm going to just eyeball that in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this piece on, so I can use the hole I've just punched as a guide. So I don't know if it would have went through 3 layers of card. Flip that over. Just put that on. And then you can see I've got that hole there. I'm just going to line my punch up with that, and then and there we go. So we'll start with the notebook now. So it's going to fit in there. We just need some ribbon on. I'll do that after we've done our notebook. These notebooks are really inexpensive. I can't even remember where I got them from now, to be honest. They've been sat in my drawer for ages. So what you want to do with your wrap is, I tend just to maybe line it up like that, and I do have a tiny little bit here of overhang. And then what you want to do is just press round the top of the notebook. I found that's the easiest way for me to do it. And then just put some glue on this tab here, and then just fold it over and press it down. Excuse me. That is our notebook cover. Then what we want to do is layer up our 2 pieces of card here. Just like that, and then again put some glue on the back. And then we're going to lay this on top of our notebook. Just like that. And the last thing for our notebook, what we're going to do is we're going to come back in with the scrap that we cut. And for this I've got the Pretty Label punch. And all I'm going to do is just cut that out. Get it pretty central. There we go. And then that's just going to sit on the front of our notepad like that. So just need to touch a little bit of glue. And I'll have it about there. We're nearly done now. So this is going to sit in here like that. Just need some glue on the back. Use plenty of glue, plenty of adhesive on this project, but I just love it. I love these 2 colours together. Another one that'd go really nice with this early espresso is the lemon lime twist. That might be another colour combo I'll have to try. Right, so we're just lining that up, making sure that it's not right on these score lines here, otherwise it will affect how our wrap closes. So we'll just test that. Yep, and that shut's fine. So what we want to do now is we want to pop some ribbon on, and for what I've done for that, let's see if I've got my fuse. I've got this beautiful Island Indigo ombre ribbon. In this I took part in a ribbon share, because I haven't actually got any more of this beautiful ribbon, but it's just, I think that might have to change because it's so beautiful. Just take it off here. Just see if I can get the kinks out with my bone folder. Yeah, there you go. Take this side as well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pop a little bit of fast fuse, or you could use tape. Actually, I think I will use my tape because it's quite a thin ribbon. Excuse me. And I'm just going to eyeball it and go relatively central. Might not be perfect, but you know, it still does the job. And you just want to take off the release paper. And making sure you've got enough at this end to tie yourself a nice bow. I'll just attach that on there like that, so that doesn't move. And I like to tie my bows upside down, because sometimes I feel as if I get a better result. And it's just to be on this side here. see how long it takes me to tie this bow. Hopefully I might be able to get it done first time, although I seriously doubt it. Oh, not a bad bow actually, for me. Tidy that ribbon up, and obviously trim these ends. And oh, I've just remembered I can't actually do that. I'll have to do that again, because what I want to do is I want to come back in with a little bit of this ribbon, and I'm just going to use the offcut. Waste not, want not. It's my motto. And you just want to trim that so it's on a point, so it's easier to go through. Feed it through the front of our tag. Sure. And both ends go through. A bit of a nightmare when you've got nails, but I will get there. I'll refuse to give up. Right, there we go. So then what you want to do is you just want to thread them through. Oh, sorry, I just totally off camera there. Thread them through the tails, one through. Let's make this other one through too. Oh, where's the other one gone? I mean, everything looks so difficult, and it's really not. Right, there we go. Just tidy these ends up. And I've got that through the wrong way, but it's okay. You get the idea. And I'm just going to slip that in there like that. And let's see if I can get my ribbon tied again. And hopefully, I hope you're all keeping your fingers crossed there for me. Nearly there, I can see it. Just kind of get hold of it because of my nails. Oh. Where's the other tail gone for my ribbon? Here it is. The bow could be better, but you get the idea. So here is the one that we've just done, and I really hope that you like how it turned out. I want to thank you for watching and bearing with me, and it's took me ages to do this when it wasn't meant to. I didn't expect it to take nearly half an hour to do my project. So I appreciate it for all of you who do tune in, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.